Everyday foods that help you thrive after 60. Have you ever stood in front of your fridge, holding the door open, staring at the shelves and wondered, what should I eat to feel better now that I'm a bit older? If you have, you're definitely not alone. After 60, it's super common to feel a little lost about food. Maybe you've noticed your energy isn't what it used to be, or you're taking longer to shake off a cold, or perhaps the scale's creeping up even though you're eating the same stuff you always have. Frustrating, right? Totally get it. But here's the awesome news. You don't need to flip your whole diet upside down or choke down boring salads to feel better and maybe even stick around longer. What if I told you that just tossing a few simple foods into your routine, stuff you can grab at any grocery store, could give your heart a boost, keep your memory sharp, and help you stay active well into your 80s or 90s? Sounds pretty cool. In this video, we're diving into 5 everyday foods that science backs up and nutritionists rave about. These aren't just good-for-you foods. They can add years to your life, make you feel more alive, and give your body the TLC it needs at this stage. And nope, we're not talking about pricey supplements or weird health trends, just real, simple food that actually does the job. Let's kick things off with something tasty: berries. Maybe you already love sprinkling blueberries on your cereal, or maybe you've never been a berry person. Either way, listen up. Berries are amazing, especially the dark ones like blueberries, blackberries and raspberries. They're loaded with antioxidants, little powerhouses that fight inflammation and keep your brain in top shape. After 60, your brain could use some extra love. Ever notice your memory slipping a bit or that focusing feels tougher? That's not just, oh, I'm old now. It's tied to inflammation and stress inside your body. Berries are like tiny superheroes. They swoop in, cut down inflammation, boost blood flow to your brain and shield it from damage that can lead to memory issues or even Alzheimer's. And you don't need a ton. Just a small handful a few times a week can do wonders. If fresh, berries cost too much or aren't around, frozen ones are just as good. Throw them in a smoothie, mix them into oatmeal, or plop them on some yogurt with a drizzle of honey. Easy peasy, and your body's already high-fiving you. Speaking of oatmeal, let's talk about oats next. You might be like, oats? Seriously? I've been eating oatmeal forever. But hear me out. It's not just that cozy breakfast for cold mornings. It's a legit heart health champ. As we get older, our hearts need more attention. Stuff like cholesterol and blood pressure can sneak up on us, and that's where oats step in like a boss. They've got this thing called beta-glucan, a fancy name for a type of fiber that lowers the bad cholesterol, LDL, without messing with the good stuff. Plus, it keeps you full longer, helps keep your blood sugar steady, and even gives your gut a hand, which is a bigger deal for your health than you might think. Quick tip: skip the instant packets loaded with sugar and junk. Go for steel cut or old-fashioned rolled oats instead. Cook them up with water or milk. Toss in those berries we mentioned, add a pinch of cinnamon, maybe some chopped nuts. Boom, you've got a breakfast that's tasty and working hard for you. Speaking of oatmeal, let's talk about oats next. You might be like, oats? Seriously, I've been eating oatmeal forever. But hear me out. It's not just that cozy breakfast for cold mornings. It's a legit heart health champ. As we get older, our hearts need more attention. Stuff like cholesterol and blood pressure can sneak up on us, and that's where oats step in like a boss. They've got this thing called beta-glucan, a fancy name for a type of fiber that lowers the bad cholesterol, LDL, without messing with the good stuff. Plus, it keeps you full longer, helps keep your blood sugar steady, and even gives your gut a hand, which is a bigger deal for your health than you might think. Quick tip: skip the instant packets loaded with sugar and junk. Go for steel cut or old-fashioned rolled oats instead. Cook them up with water or milk. Toss in those berries we mentioned, add a pinch of cinnamon, maybe some chopped nuts. Boom, you've got a breakfast that's tasty and working hard for you. Now let's switch gears to something green: leafy greens. I know, you've heard the spinach and kale spiel a million times, but there's a reason they're always in the spotlight. These greens are like nature's multivitamin, packed with vitamin K, folate, calcium, and fiber, stuff your body starts craving more of after 60. Take vitamin K. It's a big deal for keeping your bones strong. As we age, especially after menopause, bones can get weaker, and fractures become a real worry. But studies show folks who eat leafy greens regularly have tougher bones and fewer breaks. Then there's folate, which is awesome for your brain and helps keep cognitive decline at bay. Cool, right? If you're not into kale chips or raw spinach salads, no stress. You don't have to force it. Try sautéing spinach with some garlic and olive oil, tossing a handful into soups or stews, or mixing them into your scrambled eggs. It's all about sneaking them in a way you actually like. Bonus, your taste buds change as you age, so that bitterness you used to hate might not bug you as much now. Play around with different kinds: arugula, Swiss chard, even dandelion greens. They all bring something unique to the table, so mix it up. So we've got berries for your brain, oats for your heart, and leafy greens for your bones and overall vibe. That's already a killer lineup, and we're just warming up. Food's not just about nutrients, it's about how it makes you feel. You want more pep in your step, easier movement, sharper thinking, not feeling dragged down, stiff or fuzzy-headed. That's not asking too much. It's what you deserve right now. Eating with a little purpose, not rules or guilt, just purpose, can spark some sweet changes. Less brain fog, steadier energy, fewer random aches, better sleep. And the best part? A feeling that your golden years aren't behind you. They're happening right now. We've covered some heavy hitters, but there's one more food I want to throw at you. Something you might not expect, but it's a game changer. Everyday foods for a healthier, happier you after 60. Hey, guess what? We're diving into some awesome foods that can make a big difference after 60. And first up is avocados. Yep, that creamy green thing you see smashed on toast or chopped into salads. It's a total rock star for your health. Avocados are loaded with good fats, the kind called monounsaturated fats. Don't freak out about the word fat. This isn't the junk that messes with your arteries. It's the smooth, heart-friendly stuff that keeps your blood vessels chill and knocks down that bad cholesterol. Back in the day, people used to think all fats were the devil. Butter, oil, you name it. They'd say ditch it. But turns out, we were wrong. Healthy fats are a must, especially as you get older. Your brain's like 60% fat, and it needs the good stuff from avocados to stay sharp. Better memory, clearer thoughts, even a sunnier mood. Who doesn't want that, right? Oh, and get this, avocados have more potassium than bananas. That's huge for keeping your blood pressure steady, which is clutch for dodging heart attacks or strokes. Plus, it helps you stay hydrated and cuts down on annoying stuff like leg cramps or bloating. It's like nature's little helper in a green skin. Not into the fancy toast vibe? No problem. You can slice an avocado into a sandwich, toss it in a smoothie to make it creamy, mash it up with some lime and salt for a quick dip, or just scoop it out with a spoon. It's easy, gentle on your stomach, and perfect for a snack or light meal that still keeps you going. Now let's switch gears and talk about fatty fish. Think salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These guys are the real deal because they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are basically superheroes for your body. You've probably heard they're good for your heart, but they're also champs at easing joint stiffness, keeping your eyes sharp, and even boosting your mood. That's a big win if you're over 60 and want to feel good all around. Ever feel like your knees creak more than they used to, or your eyes get tired after scrolling your phone? Omega-3s fight the inflammation that makes that stuff worse. They keep your arteries happy, your blood flowing smooth, and might even help hold off blurry vision as you age. Pretty cool, huh? And don't worry if you're not a kitchen pro. Fish doesn't have to be a hassle. Throw a piece of salmon in the oven with some lemon, a splash of olive oil, and a pinch of herbs. Boom, you've got a meal that's tasty and good for you. If fresh fish isn't your jam or it's tough to get, grab some canned sardines or mackerel. Cheap, easy, and just as awesome. Slap them on crackers, mix them into a salad, or toss them with pasta and some garlic. Done. Here's the best part. You don't have to go all in or be some health nut. Small moves are where it's at. You don't need to eat this stuff every day or follow some crazy diet rules. Just start sneaking these foods into your routine bit by bit. Maybe try oatmeal with berries for breakfast a couple times a week. Or toss some spinach into your eggs or soup when you feel like it. How about an avocado sandwich one day? Or picking up a can of sardines next grocery run just to give them a shot? These aren't big scary changes. They're little tweaks like turning the dial up on your fave radio station. But stick with them, and they pile up into some real perks. More pep in your step for hanging with the grandkids or doing whatever you love. Sharper focus for your books, shows, or chats. More oomph and bendiness for walking, gardening, dancing, whatever keeps you moving. This isn't just about sticking around longer. It's about feeling alive while you're here. Waking up ready to roll, not just slogging through the day. Feeling strong, clear-headed, and happy, no matter how many candles are on your cake. These foods are awesome, but they're not fairy dust. The real power's in you, in those little steady choices you make. You don't have to nail it every time, just kick things off. Start today with one of these. Heck, even half an avocado, and you're golden. Your body's still got your back, no matter your age. It's ready to bounce back, get tougher, keep you going if you toss it the right fuel. So if you've ever thought, hey, it's too late for me, nah, it's not. Not even a little. This could be the sweetest time to start. Let's keep this vibe going. What's next on your plate? How food fuels your best life. After 60, hey, so this journey we're on, it's not just about tossing some healthy foods onto your plate and calling it a day. It's about how these foods team up to keep you feeling alive and kicking after 60. We've already chatted about how awesome berries, oats, leafy greens, avocados, and fatty fish are. If you're starting to picture them in your next meal, you're already on the right track. But let's break it down a bit. Why do these foods matter so much, and what's going on inside you when you eat them? Imagine your body's like a big factory. Inside you've got these tiny workers, your cells running around keeping everything going. They're fixing stuff, fighting off germs, making energy, and keeping your heart pumping. But here's the thing. As we hit 60 and beyond, those workers slow down. They get a little tired, maybe skip a beat, or just don't have the gear they need to keep up. That's where food comes in. It's like handing them the perfect tools at the perfect time. Take salmon or mackerel, for instance. When you eat those, you're giving your cells these amazing fats that calm down inflammation and keep things smooth and flexible. Oats for breakfast? It's like a gentle cleanup crew for your gut, while also kicking bad cholesterol to the curb. And if you throw some spinach into your dinner, you're loading up on magnesium and potassium for your heart, plus vitamin K to keep your bones strong. It's like you've got this secret squad inside you, working hard just because you made some smart moves in the kitchen. But here's the real kicker. Eating better doesn't just help your body, it lifts your mood too. You start feeling like you've got a handle on things, like there's hope in the tank. Maybe you notice your skin's got a little glow, or you're not dragging by lunchtime. These changes aren't always loud and in your face, but they're there, stacking up to make your days brighter. And food, it gets fun again. No more stressing over every bite or feeling guilty about what's on your plate. You don't need to track every little thing. Just enjoy the creamy vibe of an avocado, the juicy pop of berries, or the warm hug of oats on a cold morning. Meals turn into something you look forward to, not a chore you dread. Why does that matter? Because life after 60 should be packed with good moments, laughing with friends, soaking up the sun, celebrating every year you've got. When you eat stuff that makes you feel good inside and out, you get more of that. You're steadier on your feet, your mind's sharper, and your smile comes easier. That's not just about eating right. It's about living right. Okay, let's be real. Changing how you eat isn't always a breeze. Maybe you're on your own, and cooking feels like too much effort, or you're stuck in a groove that's cozy but not the best for you. Totally get that. But here's the deal, even little tweaks can add up big time. You don't have to turn into a chef or redo your whole kitchen. Swap out white bread for whole grain. Ditch a sugary snack for some berries. Keep a can of tuna or sardines around for a quick win. Small stuff, huge payoff. And once you get into a groove with a few easy meals you like, it sticks. Your taste buds catch on, and your body starts craving the good stuff because it knows how great it feels. Here's something else to chew on. These foods don't just keep your body humming, they mess with your head in the best way. Over 90% of your happy chemical, serotonin, comes from your gut. Feed it well and it sends good vibes to your brain. You're calmer, happier, sharper. That's why oats and greens are rock stars. They help your gut buddies do their job. Even if your heart or joints aren't on your worry list, you might still sleep better, think clearer, or just feel lighter when you eat this way more often. And if you're sitting there thinking, nah, it's too late, I've been eating junk forever. Hold up, science says you're wrong. People in their 70s, 80s, even 90s have turned things around. Better blood pressure, more energy, sharper memory, easier moves, just by mixing in more of these power foods. Your body's always ready to listen, no matter how long it's been. Oh, and you don't have to go it alone. Talk to your crew, friends, family about trying some healthy eats. Invite someone over for a simple, tasty meal that's good for you. Food's always been about bringing people together, and that's a big part of staying healthy. Connecting, laughing, sharing a bite. It's all about the small wins, little changes that build into a life that's fuller, more fired up, and just plain happier. Whether you're 61 or 91, you've still got chapters to write, new flavors to try, new habits to pick up. And you deserve to feel awesome for all of it, so let your meals back you up. Let them push you toward the life you want, active, free, chill, and full of memories waiting to happen. You're not done growing, you're not done shining, not by a long shot. Let's keep this ride going. But living your best life after 60, one bite at a time, all right, folks. Let's sit down and chat about something real for a sec. We've been diving into how these amazing foods can work wonders for your body, but it's time to pause and let that really hit home. This isn't just about what's on your plate. It's about the awesome life that plate is helping you live, especially now that you're over 60, being in your 60s or beyond. That's a badge of honor. You've got stories, wisdom, and a whole lot of life under your belt. And now you get to use all that know-how to take care of yourself in a way that's chill, intentional, and honestly kind of fun. Aging isn't just about creaky knees or forgetting where you parked. It's about getting clearer on what matters and having the confidence to make it happen. Pair that with some smart eats, and you're not just hanging in there. You're rocking it. Picture your body like a garden. The food you eat, that's your soil, your sunshine, your water. Maybe the weather's been wild, or there have been some weeds over the years, but here's the good news. If you start tending to it now, that garden's still gonna bloom. It's never too late to see some color pop up. What's a day of good eats look like? Not sure how to make this work in real life? Don't sweat it, it's way simpler than you think. Let's break it down. Breakfast. Kick things off with a warm, cozy bowl of oatmeal. Toss in some blueberries, a handful of walnuts, and a little honey drizzle. Boom, you've got fiber to keep you full, antioxidants to fight the good fight, and healthy fats to keep your brain sharp. It's like a hug in a bowl. Lunch. Keep it fresh and easy. Whip up a salad with spinach or kale, add some creamy avocado, a few cherry tomatoes, and maybe some grilled salmon or tuna if you're feeling fancy. Splash on a light dressing and sprinkle some seeds for a crunch. It's a total win for your heart, your brain, and even your bones. Dinner. No need to overcomplicate it. Cook up some brown rice or quinoa. Roast a mix of veggies. Think broccoli, sweet potatoes, carrots, and pair it with a piece of grilled fish like mackerel or sardines. Not into fish? No problem. Just toss some ground flaxseed or walnuts on. There for those omega-3 vibes. Snacks. Keep it handy with a handful of almonds, some juicy berries, or, yep, you heard me, a square of dark chocolate. It's heart-healthy in small bites, so go ahead and treat yourself. Here's the deal. You don't have to be perfect. This isn't about rules, it's about feeling good. Slip up with a donut? No stress, just roll back into it with your next meal. This is about loving yourself up, not stressing yourself out. Water and easy cooking hacks, and don't sleep on water. It's a big deal, even if you don't feel thirsty as much anymore. It keeps your joints moving, your skin glowing, and your energy humming. If plain water's meh, toss in a lemon slice or some cucumber, or sip on herbal tea, whatever keeps you sipping. Cooking sound like a chore? I get it, especially if you're flying solo. But here's the trick. Keep it simple. Grab pre-chopped veggies, frozen berries, or canned fish. You're not here to impress Gordon Ramsay. You're just feeding your awesome self. Do stuff that lights you. Eating well gives you fuel, but living well, that's where the magic happens. Take that energy and run with it. Well, maybe stroll with it. Go for a walk, soak up some sun. Ring up a buddy for a laugh, plant a little herb garden. Pick up a hobby you've been eyeing forever. This chapter of life isn't the end game. It's a fresh start, and you've got time to play, grow, and enjoy. You're right on time. Forget the idea that you're too late to the party. You're right on schedule. No fancy gadgets or crazy diets needed. Just real tasty food, a sprinkle of motivation, and the belief that your best days aren't behind you. Every little move, like swapping chips for berries or starting your day with oats, is a step toward a brighter, bouncier you. Why this matters. So here's the real talk. You're worth it. Your story's still unfolding, and it's a good one. Eating this way isn't just about adding years, it's about adding life to those years. More pep in your step, more giggles with your grandkids, more quiet moments that feel just right. You're building something awesome, one bite at a time. And that future, it's looking pretty darn bright. Let's chat about it. If this vibes with you, let me know. What's on your plate these days? Any foods you're pumped to try? And if you've already felt the boost from eating like this, spill the tea. Someone out there might need that nudge. Loved this? Hit that thumbs up and stick around. We've got more tricks, recipes, and good vibes headed your way to keep you living your best, no matter how many birthday candles you've blown out. Take care of yourself. You're a gem. Your best days still coming. Here's to more energy, more joy, and more you. Catch you next time.